what day it is? Today we're gonna switch up this camera system. Yeah, we are. Ever since I saw Casey Neistat the first time and he was going about his boosted board in New York City, this has been the dream. This is the dream. This is literally the dream. You don't have to push, you just have this cute little remote. You can go about your things. Today is the day when I'm finally switching out this Micro Four Thirds system that I'm recording on right now. This is a GH5, and before this I had a G85, which is my first two bigger cameras. Before that I had an RX 100 Mark V, which was my primary camera. I've been on my way to switch into full frame cameras for maybe 2-3 years, ever since the R5 was coming out and it was a big hype around the 8K with that camera. I was thinking I'm gonna have to switch to this full frame cameras because this GH5 is great, but it really lacks in two things. First thing being autofocus. It's got a really bad, unreliable autofocus, and a lot of the times when you're doing a vlog and you have few talking sections in your clip, and if one of those talking head videos is ruined by bad autofocus, your whole story goes to shit. You have to use the clip which has a bad autofocus because you don't have any other alternatives. So if you're not gonna use the clip, you don't have a story. And if you use the clip, you feel sick watching the clip. That leaves you so uninspired when you have done that clip, when you are forced to use clips that are so bad. Yeah, it makes you sad. It really makes you sad. The other thing being low light performance. This GH5 and the Micro Four Thirds system overall got very poor low light performance. People will tell you you have to learn to use your lights, and that is true, but you know, a lot of the times you don't have the best lighting conditions, and then this Micro Four Thirds system, it won't give you any video. That also makes you sad. If you have a nice thing you want to record or you want to make a vlog about, you can't do it. You are either stuck with hiring your ISO above 800, which on this camera, which is an expensive Micro Four Thirds camera, this is a $1,500 camera, but you can't record ISOs above 800, and that really leaves you with two options. You can either not record the thing that you want to record during the time when you don't have enough light, or you have to record what you can and make a story out of it later, which usually don't happen. When the moment's gone, you pretty much forgot your story that you had while you were gonna record it. So that leaves me trenched in a corner, you know, and the universe has practically forced me to invest a whole lot of money in this full frame system, because you need to make your clips better and feel inspired. If you don't make any videos, you don't make any progress, and you don't get closer to your goals. You do not need all this expensive gear in order for you to create videos. You do not. But for me, I feel forced. I really feel forced. And I have to put down this $6,500 on this new camera system, because you can't just go along buying a body for $4,500. You also need lenses. And you can spend an infinite amount of money on lenses, but if I were to recreate the lens stack that I have now with my Micro Four Thirds system, I have to put down at least $2,000 more on lenses, and then I'll be set, you know, and then it won't be a problem anymore with autofocus, because Sony got a perfect autofocus, right? So I'm on my way to this Swedish mall called Nordstan. I'm gonna turn in my computer. Some of my buttons on my keyboards have stopped working. I've left in my MacBook 2 years ago for the exact same problem, and they changed the keyboard, which was great, and they also changed the battery pack on the computer, which apparently is stuck to the keyboard. So this new keyboard only lasted me for 2 years. Because now it's got the same problem, so I called Apple support earlier, and they told me like at the 90% chance it's gonna be covered with this service program as well. So that's great. We have a really hot weather here in Sweden. I'm riding my t-shirt, shorts. I got fucking shorts on. That's not common. That was a bummer. I did not change this keyboard. They told me that this repair program only was valid for 4 years since you bought the product, and I bought it for 4 years and 10 months ago, so it's a bit too old. Next up is buying all this incredibly expensive camera gear. So we're gonna be $6,500 poorer in about an hour's time. I prepared myself mentally to put down this cash. I hope it will feel alright. We have our little Christmas bag here. We have two lenses, one 17 to 28 millimeter full frame and one 28 to 200 millimeter full frame, and that is supposed to replace my other two main lenses, which is a Leica 8 to 18, which is a full frame equivalent 16 to 36 millimeters, and this one, which is a 12 to 60 macro four thirds lens, which is the equivalent of a 24 to 120 millimeter full frame. Oh man. I feel it straight to the bank. This is too expensive. If someone's wondering what's in my forehead here, swimming the other day back home and I put my face straight into a blue jellyfish. Blue jellyfishes are not toxic. They are very, very little toxic. The toxicity is what makes the burn. If you swim into a red jellyfish, it will sting you, but the blue jellyfishes are very kind and gentle to you, unless you take the blue jellyfish and put it in gentle places such as your face, where you have gentler skin. Then you might get some blemishes and things pop up in your face. 1 year extended warranty. Yeah, one could wonder how long warranty you have on a camera that's $4,500. A7S 3 warranty. Yeah, you actually have 2 plus 1, 3 years. It's not bad. Here's the house. Yeah, it doesn't weigh all that much. There's the camera charger. And here's the battery, the power cable. This is my very first time holding the A7S III. I held an A7 IV in the store just before. Well, I have my GH5 to compare it with. It is a bulkier house as well, but the GH5, it's more rough than this is. It feels more solid, the GH5, than this. Just this hinge here, like, it feels more sturdy than this. Just hear the sound there. Sounds more plasticky. It's very light, very lightweight. It feels lighter, and the grip here is also very nice. The flip out screen feels sturdy, actually. It feels sturdy, and the build quality feels good and everything feels nice, but a lot more plasticky than my GH5, I gotta say. But that is not the reason why you buy this, to get a really rough build quality. Sony does not have the most perfect build quality. But what they do have is that they have the best performing low light in any camera, and they have the best performing autofocus on any camera. So that's why we buy this camera. So that's the camera house. What do you think?
Well,
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care.
let me tell.